Welcome to Application Developer Series videos. I am Krishna, author trainer at vkinfotech.com. My partner Mrs. Bharti, who is an author, trainer and a developer. We together have developed these videos for you. In this video, we will see whether there is a shortcut to Azure application development. Most of you would like to know whether you can learn Azure quickly. Is it possible? And which is the right way to learn Azure application development in the quickest possible way? The best way to learn Azure quickly is to learn how to develop a simple Azure application. Now let us see what constitutes a simple Azure application. To develop a simple Azure application, the process starts with Azure Cloud Platform Basics, create and manage virtual machines, cloud services, blob storage, queue storage, SQL database and service bus. A simple Azure application will include all these features. So, you should begin by getting familiar with the technology behind Azure Cloud Platform. Let me broadly state what are the different technologies. You should understand virtualization, which is the foundation for cloud computing. Know that cloud computing gained traction as virtualization became widespread. Understand cloud computing service delivery models, IaaS, PaaS and SaaS, which stand for Infrastructure as a Service, Platform as a Service and Software as a Service. Next, you should understand the components of Windows Azure Platform, Windows Azure OS, Azure App Fabric and SQL Database. Further, you should understand the difference between Windows OS and Cloud OS and the role of Fabric Controller. You should also understand Azure Platform Services and the purpose of each service included in the Azure Platform. Let us broadly discuss each one of these. Create and manage virtual machines. Virtual machines are the building blocks of any cloud platform and you should learn everything about Azure VMs. You should understand scenarios in which you can use Azure VMs. You should able to create a virtual machine running Windows in Azure and connect to virtual machines remotely. You should know about images and disks. Create a disk from VHD. Add a data disk to a Windows virtual machine. Continuing on this, you should create an image from VM which is running in Azure, set up load balancing across two VMs within Azure, set up endpoints to a virtual machine, configure availability set for virtual machines, fault domains and update domains in virtual machines. And you should be familiar with setting up of auto scaling in virtual machines based. Next important topic is cloud services and storage. You should be able to design and implement cloud services. You should create a cloud service application in Visual Studio, deploy cloud service and access the instances of web roles and worker roles remotely. Understand Azure storage and its services, blob storage, table storage and queue storage. And you should be able to create it. SQL database and service bus is the next topic. You should learn how to use SQL database service in Azure. You should be able to connect to SQL database in a Windows Azure application. You should be able to use Azure service bus queues to communicate between application components and between. To summarize, shortcut to learning Azure is by learning how to develop an Azure application and understanding the basic concepts and use of essential services of Azure. By the time you have learned how to develop an Azure application, you should be ready to take up a fresher level job or 1 year experience job in a company which is into Azure. Subscribe to vkinfotech and do not miss our next set of free videos. Call us and clarify all your doubts. If you are serious about learning Azure, then see our other videos covering Azure in more detail. For free 100+ question answers on Azure, email us at connectco.info@gmail.com. We will send you a free copy, absolutely free.